Okay, this is sort of a video that I think will need to be mentioned before I go further into my Apologetics Deconstructed series and when I get around to figuring out how to do it, my Evolution series. And this is something that I notice a lot of people are really lacking an understanding about. It's kind of a frustrating thing, and I think we've all run into it, especially when dealing with theists, or at the very least, people that aren't very skeptical. And that is hypotheticals and scenarios. I did a video talking about the kidney, how humans during our birth have 3 kidneys, 2 of which disappear. And someone was asking, well, how does this prove evolution? Why would evolution have 3 kidneys? It doesn't make sense to them. And I did a video explaining a scenario and also trying to explain how evolution works. And the response was, failed logic, that's circular logic, you have to presuppose evolution. And I literally facepalmed when I read that. The whole point was, I'm making a scenario. I was asked, how would evolution do it? And I explained a probable scenario of how evolution would do it. I'm not proving that it was done by evolution. I'm not proving this is how it happened. I'm showing the way it could happen. The whole point is to explain the method of such things. And a lot of my videos deal with this. There are scenarios, there are hypotheticals and whatnot. I deal more with abstract ideas. I'm not huge on massive bits of knowledge outside what I've learned from other videos. So I don't generally talk a lot about heavy science stuff without quoting or dealing with something from an actual subject, because I'm not an expert. I deal in and prefer to deal in scenarios, figuring out, like with the Apologetics series. Okay, this isn't necessarily how Paul and disciples could have made up the story, but I'm explaining how it could possibly have done. Because the argument is, it's impossible for it to have been done. I'm not debunking them, I'm just showing out why the statements just don't work. And that's what I think is, people don't seem to get. That explaining something really helps to understand concepts and stuff. And I've had a lot of people make comments like that this is circular logic to explain this. Or people get so angry if you, for instance, I like to, okay, let's for a second assume a theist is correct about their argument. What are the problems that they're right? Why is their being right flawed? And that kind of a situation. And I get people on both sides tend to get a little annoyed. Some thinking I'm giving it too much information. Other people, no, that's not how it's done. That's not how it's done. Like, I've had fights with people who says, well, for a second here, let's assume there's no God. No, there's a God, so I can't assume it. And we see it on atheist experience and debate. People just refuse to understand, to be able to comprehend a hypothetical. Because to them, they're so stuck on one scenario that they can't think of another one. And for a lot of my videos, this is kind of important. I'd like to hear your thoughts on this. Rate, comment, subscribe. Tell me your thoughts. Is this important? Is this something that you find a lot of people just don't understand and get frustrated with? I'd like to hear your thoughts.